Oh my gosh, Kody, it's your 13th child on the 13th week. What would your
We have to induce.
I don't know.
When my water breaks, bam, I have the child just like that.
So my water just broke. Okay, and so, yeah, hurry.
He got the clue. Camera follows me, and I'm like, dude, I got a wife in labor. I'm not gonna sit here kissing my girlfriend. It's just awkward.
Mykelti and Tony have resumed their watch-alongs over on their Patreon, and they just reacted to Season 1, Episodes 4 and 5. Episode 4 is where Christine gives birth to Truly, and while she is in labor, the cameras catch Kody and wife-to-be Robyn locking lips. This was a moment that sent Sister Wives fans into a tizzy. It certainly appeared to be in bad taste to sneak clandestine smooches with a soon-to-be wife when an already wife is having your baby. Well, Mykelti addressed this. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. It has obviously been a really difficult time for the Brown family. They are now facing having to move forward with life in the wake of an unspeakable tragedy. There is not a universal way to grieve. I hope that whatever the family members decide to share on their public platforms is met with as much grace as people can muster. Mykelti had announced that she would be resuming her watch-alongs, but gave the disclaimer that she didn't know how it was going to go. She was going to play it by ear. And she asked that people please keep questions to the episodes at hand and to not pry about everything else that is going on with the family right now. Thankfully, all of the participants in the live chat did adhere to Mykelti's request, and Mykelti and Tony were able to get through 2 episodes of the show. And I was watching as part of the replay crew, and it seemed to be cathartic for Mykelti. I really hope it was. Episode 4 of Season 1 documented Christine giving birth to Truly. Episode 5 recounted Kody and Meri celebrating their 20th anniversary. These were some iconic episodes in the series as we got to see Kody's hair routine, frolicking around Mexico, La Kai, and the birth of Kody's 13th biological child, Truly. We have quite literally watched Truly grow up before our very eyes. Crazy how Truly is now a teenager, yet I am still 23 like I was when the show started. Wild. I'm just kidding. One of the moments that tops my list of reasons that I've never trusted Kody and Robyn is that infamous smooch that was caught by cameras whilst Christine was being induced.
So my water just broke.
He got the clue. I got a wife in labor. I'm not gonna sit here kissing my girlfriend. It's just awkward.
Kody ends up copping to the kiss and playing it off like, oop, this is awkward. But the original intention was for that to have gone unnoticed. Let's be real here. Viewers collectively were like,
shame. Shame.
Mykelti was asked about this in the live chat, and she said, first and foremost, she validates the person who asked the question, and that if she was in labor and her husband left her, she would be pissed too. But we need to look at the situation in context. Mykelti says that when her dad left, he was going to pick up Aspen. In theory, she agrees anyone could have brought Aspen to the hospital, but you have to look at it for how the situation was back then. She says even if all 3 of the other moms were home at the time, Robyn has a bunch of kids at her house. They all aren't going to fit into one car, so Robyn can leave to go pick up Aspen and take her to the hospital. Some of the other kids were probably in school. Mykelti says Janelle was likely at work, so Janelle wouldn't have been able to pop over and take Aspen to the hospital. She says none of the kids at the time had a driver's license, so the only mom maybe available would have been Meri, but if Robyn had half the kids, that meant Meri had the other half. And again, they all wouldn't have fit into one car to take Aspen to the hospital. So Mykelti says the easiest thing was for Kody to go home, pack a bag for Christine, and get Aspen. And Mykelti didn't talk about this, but I just wanted to interject here that when Kody left Christine, she was being induced. She was just starting the process, and labors can take a long time. Kody may have thought that he had some time before things really got going. Christine calls Kody while he's home to tell her that her water broke, and that's when it's like, come on, dude, get to the hospital ASAP. Mykelti says the best person to pack a bag for the wife is probably the husband if he's been trained right, to which Tony made me crack up a little bit because he says if he's been trained right, and his face was like, oh, I hope there's no pop quiz at the end of this watch along. But don't worry, Tony, I would never expect my husband to know what I would want in a hospital bag either. Sure, my husband would grab underwear, socks, jammies, but would they be the ones I wanted? Probably not. Mykelti says all of this is basically to say that if Kody is at home or one of the homes getting things together and he runs into one of his wives, she would assume that he would give that wife a hello kiss or a goodbye kiss or whatever. Mykelti acknowledges that Aspen wasn't actually at Robyn's house, so her dad probably made a pit stop to check in. Or she said maybe Aspen was there and maybe we just didn't see her on camera. And we do see him giving Robyn the lowdown on everything that was going on. Tony chuckles at all of this and turns to Mykelti and says, I don't think it's that serious. I think she, meaning the original poster, was mainly joking. Mykelti turns to Tony and she's like, no, Tony. This is one of the most talked about moments from season 1. A moment that a lot of people have gotten upset about. And Mykelti does have her finger on the pulse about that. Mykelti ends her explanation by just stating that it's not strange for Kody to have given Robyn a kiss if he ran into her while he was doing other things. Some other topics discussed during this watch along was that Mykelti discussed how they were never allowed to have Barbies growing up because we see them playing with Barbies at Robyn's house. Kody always felt like Barbies were too sexualized. But when Robyn came around, Robyn said she wasn't going to take her girls' Barbies away from them. So all of a sudden, Barbies were okay. And during episode 4, we see the younger girls at Robyn's using the Barbies to play polygamy. So that must have made Kody proud, right? Yikes. There's a long list of convictions that Kody threw away once Robyn came into the picture. So clearly, Kody's convictions were built on quicksand. On the one hand, I do get that if Kody is in the vicinity of one of his wives, it wouldn't be unusual for him to give them a kiss. But the optics of this circumstance were undeniably not great. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and X at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.